Well, it took a while. It took a couple of trucks, but they finally got the SUV out of the mud back there. It had been in there for a while, and they finally pulled it out. And the water's starting to go down. It's down quite a bit from where it was when we got here an hour and a half or so ago, but still, folks who live out here say it takes 6-7 hours before it's back down to where you can safely drive through. This is Sago Palm Drive, just north of mile 7. We're kind of west of Citrus City. Science Middle School is right next to us here to give you an idea where we are. And it's easy to find us when you look at Doppler estimated rainfall totals because we're right near the bullseye. Take a look and you can see where the heaviest rain was across the valley today. And as you look at it, you see that red dot in the western part of Hidalgo County, southwest Hidalgo County. We're right on the northern edge of that red dot. That's where we are. And we saw about 5.5 to maybe as much as 6 inches of rain out here. Again, north of La Jolla, you see it showing 5.5 inches. You get a little north of that, you're looking at 3.6. You get up around San Manuel, 2.8, off to the west near Rio Grande City, 1.9. So some pretty good rain in parts of the valley today. East, you can see some pretty good rain near Raymondville as well, west of town, 2.5 to 3 inches out there. So pretty widespread, pretty heavy rain. If you didn't get anything today, you were definitely on the outside looking in. Most of the valley got at least something, and as you can see, some places got a lot. Here's some storm tracker totals at our studios in Weslaco. 1.31. So Labus west of Edinburgh had 1.3. Northeast McAllen about an inch. Central Far, Charlie Garcia had a half an inch there. Sharyland Central about a quarter of an inch. So most of that in the upper valley, as you can see, but there was definitely good rain in the lower valley today as well. The stuff pretty widespread, although the coast kind of missing out on a lot of the action across the region today. Now here's the latest Doppler, and there's still a flood advisory in effect until 7:15 for the northeast corner of Hidalgo County and the southwest corner of Kennedy County and a little sliver of Willacy County as well. You see that green box up there where that arrow's pointing. The rain is moving through and out of that box as we speak and should continue to do that over the next hour or so, and that should allow things to run off pretty quickly out there. But still, until 7:15, if you live in that green box, mainly ranch country, then you still got a flood advisory in effect for at least a little while yet. A little wider, there is more rain down in Mexico. Most of this again today fueled by daytime heating, and a lot of it should begin to fade now that the sun is setting, but there's always a possibility a couple showers hold together into the evening hours, into the nighttime hours, and an overnight shower certainly a possibility, but the best chance comes during the daytime once the heating sets in. We got a nice northerly breeze out here right now. It's actually kind of cool, very comfortable, much less humid than what it was earlier. Now Future Track still pretty gung-ho on the rain that's out here. There's not as much out here as what it's showing, but as we go into the future, you see what happens tonight. Most of that, at least for a while, tends to fade away, but then tomorrow, here it comes again. It starts quiet in the morning, like today, with a lot of clouds, but as the day goes on, those showers show up again, a thunderstorm in a few spots, some places picking up some heavy rainfall again. May not be the same location as today or yesterday, but somebody's going to get some pretty good rain again tomorrow. The dynamics of the atmosphere not changing all that much, so still that potential exists. Same kind of thing Friday night, then it tapers off Friday night into Saturday. And then I think by the time we get to late Saturday night, there's Saturday during the daytime, rain possible again. You get through Saturday night into Sunday, then a cool front moves through the region. And with that front, kind of our last shot at rain, Sunday morning, and then behind it clouds linger for a while, and then we end up getting back to much drier air, much cooler air, and certainly much less humid air for the second half of the weekend and the early part of next week. Now, our rain chances the next 3 days, we peak tomorrow at 80%. It drops to 50 Saturday, and then Sunday, leftover stuff in the morning, and then it should taper off after that. Here's what one of our computer models says, the North American model we call it, the NAM, showing all of Texas and shows what's going on around the state. And that upper disturbance coming from the west, that's the culprit. Once again, a strong southerly flow ahead of it, working with old frontal boundaries, all kinds of things coming into play to just make it so that we're game for rain. And that's the case for a couple of more days until we actually push a front through here. You notice that Saturday, that disturbance is close. Finally, Sunday, it moves through. Then the front comes through. Rain lingers for a little bit behind it, but then we finally break out late Sunday and might see some late day sunshine. Probably not a lot, but maybe. And then Monday, northerly winds bring mild temperatures in for early next week. Temperature-wise across the area right now, it has definitely cooled off out here after being much warmer even when we got here. But these are where we stand right now, about 70 or so in Edinburgh, same thing in Weslaco. McAllen's warmer at 75, 74 along the coast at this hour. The next 3 days, high temperatures. Let's take a look and notice that the norm is 79, and we're going to be above that for a couple of days. And then we turn significantly cooler on Sunday behind that front. 73, maybe even cooler than that as that front pushes through the area. If you're headed to the coast, here's what you can expect. We're coming up on spring break. Maybe you're getting a jump start on it. taking off on Friday, right? I won't tell anybody. 72 in the morning, southeasterly winds, UV's moderate, rip current risk is high, the surf temperature 73. Afternoon temperatures don't move much at the beach. They stay in the low 70s most of the day, and even by tomorrow evening, we stay in the low 70s. Here are the tides. There are a couple of them for you. You also see the bay water temperature, all the other information at the coast that you need to know. A light chop on the bay, but oh, by the way, it's probably going to rain. So tonight across the area, cloudy skies and maybe a stray evening shower. Could be a shower overnight, but most areas stay dry during the nighttime hours. And then tomorrow we do it all over again. We start with some clouds, and as the day goes on, we see showers and thunderstorms develop. Like today, heavy rain's a possibility. Some places could pick up another 2-3 inches of rain very easily, with a couple locations maybe even getting more than that. So here's your next 7 days, and take a look. We definitely cool it off for Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, with temperatures mainly in the 70s. And by the way, don't forget, this is the weekend that you set your clock for. Would you do that before you go to bed Saturday night? All this information we're giving you, the forecast, the radar, hour by hour, day by day, that's all available on the KRGV weather app for your tablet, for your phone. It's available right there for you. So download that, keep up with what's going on, even get video updates on the app so you know hour by hour almost what's happening across the valley. We are live north of La Jolla. Tim Smith, Channel 5 News at 6.